This message is for all my brothers and sisters, kings and queens, soldiers and warriors out there in the trenches, or in what they would consider to be poverty-stricken environments, okay? This is your sister Fire, okay? And I came to talk to you today because I want to tell you that there is a way out, okay? But first of all, let me say this. Embrace the trenches, okay? Embrace those poverty-stricken neighborhoods. Because, see, there are miracles done in the trenches. There is deliverance done in the trenches. There is healing done in the trenches. Okay, Jesus went to the trenches. And I did another video about this, but this is another part to that video, okay? When you in the trenches, oh, trust me, I done been there. I done been to the trenches to let you know, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? The trenches is, I wasn't always in the trenches, but I've been to the trenches, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? And the trenches is what built me up, okay? The trenches builds your character, okay? The trenches builds your spiritual muscles, my brothers and sisters. So don't despise the trenches. Now, you won't always have to be in the trenches unless you choose to be in the trenches. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you want to elevate in life, God will grant that to you. But see, God places us in certain environments for a reason. Everybody is not to be in the suburbs. Everybody is not to be, you know, a billionaire living in a $1 million neighborhood, okay? God has his people strategically placed throughout the earth, okay, for different reasons. And you best believe, if you've been placed in the trenches, that there is things for you to learn in the trenches, okay, so that you can grow. If you are already in a relationship with the Lord and you've been placed in the trenches, then you're probably on an assignment in the trenches to heal someone, to deliver, you know, help someone get delivered, okay? And then you can also still learn in the trenches if you are already in a relationship with the Lord, my brothers and sisters. So you must know this, okay? Because too many times as a believer, when I look around, I see people despising the poverty-stricken neighborhoods, the hoods, and stuff like that. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. As a matter of fact, I know people who love living in the hood. They got plenty of money, but they decided to build their homes in the hood. And that's their business. So it's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to get up out the trenches, God will grant it to you. You may have to complete whatever he has for you to complete, and then you can go. So don't despise it. Now, while you in the trenches, y'all, I know you may, a lot of times if you have a good heart, you are in situations that you really don't want to be in. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Looking around like, why am I here? You know what I mean? And if that's where God has placed you for that time period, like I said, do your best where you're at and let God do the rest. You may be around some people who are demonic, and you know in your heart you're not with that. You're not with that gunslanging, drugs, kicking down doors, whatever it may be. And so that's when you have to make the decision to separate yourself. Do not let them rub off on you, my brothers and sisters. Okay? Keep your eyes on the prize and let the Lord, ask the Lord to lead and guide you and direct your footsteps while you're in the trenches. Okay? And he will. You definitely don't have to rob and kill or nothing like that to, you know, survive. And I'm not saying everyone's doing that, but I'm just giving scenarios because these are some of the things that go down in the trenches. Yeah, I went over the drugs, the alcohol, the guns. You don't have to. God will make a way for you. You pray to him and he will make a way for you, because he know he don't want you to end up somewhere, you know, in jail or hell. And in some instances, guess what? We got to end up in jail. Some of us got to go to jail. Oh, yeah. Read the scriptures. Joseph had to go to, Joseph was in prison, I believe, 13 years, y'all. And he ain't done nothing wrong. His brother sold him off as a slave. Okay? I done been to prison. Yeah, I'm going to keep it jiggy real with you. I done been to prison. And I'm not ashamed of it. No, I'm not happy I went. But I'm not ashamed of it, because it has helped to shape me into who I am today. You understand? God had work for me to do when I was in those prisons. I was running Bible studies in prison. I sang almost every night in jail. I'm talking about singing for the Lord. Yes. So let me tell you something. Anywhere you are placed as a child of God, God got something for you to do. You understand me? And that does not mean that that is your final destination. Now, I want to give y'all a scripture, Matthew 11:28, because I know sometimes your heart can be burdened in them trenches. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And that's Matthew 11, chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, my brothers and sisters. He say, come to him and he will give you rest. He will give you rest. And that is so true. So I want to encourage my brothers and sisters who are in the trenches and who may be finding it, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit, you know, complicated in the trenches. I want to encourage you to hang in there. Hang in there, because you can make it and you will make it. You will make it. I am a living witness, my brothers and sisters. So yeah, as long as you put your trust in the Lord, he will lead you. He will order your steps, and you can make it out and into that promised land. I am a living witness. I love you all. I say this message out of love. I love all my brothers and sisters all over the world, including in the trenches. All right, y'all. This is your sister Fire. Love.